Good morning and welcome to our community yoga class. I hope you have had so far a great week, and well, thank you for your donations and keep supporting us. We are very grateful for that. So today's class is sort of like a fusion class. We will be working on spinal mobility, and which is very good for general wellness, for aging with a great skeletal function, and well, it provides a lot of benefits. So bring your hands together into your heart center. I'm going to start with one long Om. So the Om sound has an A, a U, and an M sound. The A sound vibrates in your belly. The U sound comes from your heart center to your throat, and then the M sound vibrates from the throat to the tip of your nose. So the more deep or low inhalation you get your air, as you exhale, try to follow and see if perhaps you can feel the vibrations. So hands to the heart center, exhale, inhale to your belly. And keep your eyes closed for a little while and bring your palms facing up over your knees. And just settle here within your body, appreciating your own effort to practice today and dedicate this time to your self-nourishment. Letting go of any expectations or hurries or worries at the moment. Everything can wait. So just be present, and through the practice today, make it a purpose to really look inside, to be really present, to be aware of each and every part of your body. Noticing your breath and your state of mind at the moment, without making any attempt to change anything, just witnessing. Now take a deep inhalation and exhale with the sound and drop everything. Inhale and one more time. Inhale. Gently opening your eyes. And we're going to start with the ocean breath, the Ujjayi Pranayama. With the chin slightly constricted, so you can make a sound. So it sounds as if you were saying ha as you exhale, and sounds as if you were saying sa as you inhale. Yeah. So this sound helps you hook your mind to the sound, and the sensation in the breath, in the throat, helps you to hook your mind as well to what you're feeling. And at the same time, it helps you lengthen your breath through years of practice. Yeah. So give that a go, 5 breaths like that. So inhale and listen. Now open your eyes, and we're going to begin with shoulder rotation. So inhale going up, exhale going down, big circles. Exhale, inhale, exhale as you go down. Inhale 3, 4, using your breath. 5, now the other way. Even closing your eyes. 3, 4, and 5. Now take your right hand to the floor. Inhale, reaching with your left hand to the wall. Inhale up, and really reach up, 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 up as much as you can. But still be gentle. So you don't want to feel any pain on the right side or anything like that. Just a nice stretch. Inhale here and exhale, beginning to rotate to the diagonal as you round your back and push through your right hand so you can push your back more towards the back wall. Now inhale, going up, opening your chest. This time extend your arm even farther to the opposite direction and look to the ceiling. Opening your chest more. And your next inhalation, go up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, hand down to the floor. Now the other side, plant your left hand to the floor, extend your right arm and hand to the other wall. Inhale, reaching up. Extend as much as you can, like reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, begin to round, taking that hand to the diagonal, like in line of the knee, and push to the left arm that is in the floor so you can round more your back and feel a nice stretch in your right side. And now inhale back to the center, and up to the ceiling. This time we open our chest more and reach farther away with our arm. And look up to the ceiling. Now inhale to the center one more time. Exhale, hand to the floor. Now we're going to do big rotations with our spine. Exhale, going forward. Inhale, synchronizing your breath. We're going to do just 3 here. And now invert the rotations the other side. Big, 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 big. And the last one, back to the center. Now see if you can isolate the movement only to the rib cage. So take your hands or fingertips to the floor, and small, only the chest, only the rib cage. Inhale, going forward. Exhale, going backwards. Very controlled, very little. Maybe even more control and more little. And now the other way, slightly bigger to begin with. And really feel if you can isolate your rib cage from your pelvis. Now more, a little bit little, like not that big, more control, tiny. And back to the center, take your hands to the heart center. Inhale, reaching your arms up and grow. Let your shoulders reach your face and keep lengthening, lengthening continuously, as if someone was pulling you away from the floor. Looking at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Keep reaching, 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 reaching towards the ceiling. Pressing your hands together or your knuckles together, and feel the difference when you press your knuckles. More muscles get active. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Now lean forward and try to keep your back straight. So it's not this, it's actually this. Try to lengthen your chest up, and from here to the diagonal. And look to your thumbs. And hold, continuously reaching away from the floor, pressing your knuckles together. Exhale, hands to the heart center, and then back to the center line. One more time, lean forward. Inhale, reaching forward, up. Pressing your hands together, looking at your thumbs. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the heart center, and then back to the center line. Now cross to get onto your all fours. And this time we want to keep our toes touching, fingertips closed, align your shoulders with your wrists, so your shoulders are right over your wrists and your knees right under your hips. I'm going to inhale, arching up. I want to stay here for about 5 breaths. And I want you to focus on the breath, on feeling the ocean breath. And begin to scan your body from your toes that are touching, and feel the touch between your toes. Then go up to your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, and all your torso, so you're aware of every single bit of your body. Your hands, your fingers are close together. Opening your chest. One more breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna push, rounding, keeping your eyes closed. And we could do the same. We're gonna scan our body from fingers on your hands, checking that they are closed, pushing against the floor, going up the arms, shoulders, checking our head, our neck relaxed, our forehead relaxed. There is no tension anywhere, just using the muscles we need to hold the posture, and that's it. And then going up to this, all the back, down towards the hips, the thighs, the knees. So feel everything as we go through that part. And then the calves, the heels, the feet, the toes. Now back to the neutral position. We're gonna go sideways. This time a little bit more play, just feel your body. In fact, do whatever you sort of feel like you wanna do. It can be like very big circles on one direction, on the other direction. So just close your eyes and really feel what your body sort of is enjoying. Make sure you go in all the directions, so you're mobilizing your spine to the left, to the right, up, down, to the diagonal. So circles are good because you go in every single orientation. And then gently stop in the center, tuck your toes, and push up to a downward facing dog to begin warming up. This time walk gently your knees, bending your knees like a bicycle, so you begin to soften your lower back. Trying to relax all your torso, your pelvis. So as you begin to open your hips also allow you to open more your hamstrings actually. So usually hips are left to the end, but generally they're very important. When you release your hips, you release your back, you release your legs, many things are unlocked. Now stop, find a little bit of a stillness for a little while. And give priority to lengthen your spine rather than to straightening your legs today. So ideally work on that flat back, pushing your hips up to the ceiling, even if you have a bend on your knees. And focus on your breath. 3 breaths here. Making the sound. Now walk or step towards your hands. Relax in a forward bend. Bend your knees to begin with so you can flatten your hands down to the floor. And hang your torso. Allow your torso to really relax over your thighs. And with time you want to work on taking your hips farther up towards the ceiling until one day you can be fully straight. Say yes with your head, bouncing, so it will help you relax. Bouncing your head. Sort of letting go of the weight. Often we resist, so try to let go. And now bending your legs slightly to a half 90-degree squat. Inhale, going all the way up. Reaching your arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands down. So we're gonna do today spinal waves. So what are these? They're really good for back bends and to act in the general health of your spine. So we're gonna begin by leading with the hips. So first you push your hip forward. Imagine there is a wall here and you wanna touch every single bit of your body against the wall. So first the hips, then the chest, then the head, and then we go again. Hips, chest, head, and the same. Pay attention what happens at the back. You round your back, again here, and then the back. One more time. So think of each vertebra you really want to, you can deepen as much as you can. Hips first, imagine the wall, the head, and the last one, and then we're gonna lead with our head. Now the head, so head first, then chest, then hips. And again, head, chest, hips. And do your best to make it more organic rather than instead of robotic. Try to make it the most organic as possible. And feel your spine. So open your chest as you go back. We're gonna do 2 more. We always inhale as we expand and open, and we always exhale as we're contracting our body. Okay, so now step to the front of your mat. We're gonna begin with a variation of the sun salutations. So inhale, reaching up and back. This time squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs together and hold, reaching up, pushing your chest up. And hold for 3 breaths. And exhale, going down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, take your right leg back and step your left leg back as well. And this time we're gonna go on our knees and then leaning forward. We're not gonna do a plank this time. We're gonna just allow our hips to fall down, mimicking the wave we did before. So you're gonna do the wave like going all the way down to the floor. Now take your legs together, squeeze your legs together, kneecaps lifted, squeeze your glutes, lift that in a cobra. Now use your hands. And this time you're gonna use your hands to push as if you were going to drag you forward, but you don't really move. It's just to help you drag your chest forward and keep your elbows back and towards your butt. So this is the first one. From here you're gonna begin to go up, but not yet. So hold this one. You're actively pushing your shoulder blades down your back, shoulders towards your hips. Exhale there. Tug your toes and slide. And sort of like a wave, go to a downward facing dog. Just 2 breaths. Step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale down. Inhale the way up. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs and arch back. Hold. And exhale, hands to the heart center. We begin again. Inhale the way up. This time we're gonna flow all the way to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your legs back. Transitioning a little through a plank. Knees down and allow your hips to drop, and like a wave, just drop, wave like, and do your toes. Inhale up to baby cobra, and now see if you can go a little higher up, but keep your elbows bent. Keep your elbows bent, and you're not gonna allow your hips to lift. Push your chest forward, squeeze shoulder blades back, squeeze shoulders, squeeze elbows. Don't let your legs get open. Exhale down and slide and downward facing dog. 2 breaths. 1, 2. Step forward. Exhale. Inhale the way up. Arch back. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs together and hold. Continuously reaching your chest up and away from your hips. Exhale, hands down next to your legs. You go again, inhale up, arch, immediately exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale all the way up, halfway lift, step your legs back, knees down, drop your hips first, sort of look up to do a complete wave. Under your toes, squeeze your legs, squeeze your bum, and see if maybe you can lift a little bit higher up. You don't have to, you can repeat the same variation, but don't let your arms go straight. Elbows bent, don't let your hips go off the floor. Hips are pushing down, so your bone is pushing down the floor, shoulders back. Use your arms to push your chest forward and squeeze your back. Exhale down, slide, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Step forward, exhale there, downward in Uttanasana, and inhale all the way up, and stretch back. Keep squeezing your butt, your legs, reaching up with your chest away from your pelvis. And exhale down, hands down, next to your body. Inhale one more time. As soon as you get back, exhale down. Halfway lift. Now take your right foot, step it back. This time, lower your knee down to the floor. We're gonna hold this variation, really push down your hip and forward your weight. Look up. Fingers together. Inhale and bring that front leg back next to the other for the plank. Take your knees down, and this time we're gonna do Ashtanga. So lean forward, stick your bum out, arch your chest, chin up, and go down to the floor, and then take your forehead to the ground. And hold here for 3 breaths. Now we're gonna do the wave from here, meaning under your toes. Use your hands to push yourself as you do a wave with your hips, a wave with your torso, and then chin down, and then up to the cobra. Again, if you want to lift up, this is not what we want this time. We're doing a different exercise, so you want to have your hips pressing down, your pelvis bone, really like dig into the ground, bending your elbows, reach. Use your hands to push your chest forward. Your butt is active, your legs together, elbows are squeezing in. Exhale down. Slide. Downward facing dog. And now step your right leg forward in between your hands and let the back knee go down to the floor. Then you're looking up and hold. Fingers closed. Be aware of your foot, your back foot, your front foot, your hands, your hips. Keep pushing down your hips and leaning forward. In your next exhalation, push through your back foot to reach the front foot. And exhale. And then inhale all the way up. Arch and hold. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs. Maybe you can go a little deeper, your choice. Make sure you don't feel your lower back. So you're continuously lifting your chest. If you're going back, you must be continuously reaching away from your pelvis. Exhale, hands down next to your body. One more time, inhale up. Arch to your own level. Exhale, down all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. This time the left legs go back. left leg, knee down. Stay here for 3 breaths, noticing every single aspect of the posture. Toes are tucked at the back, noticing your hips, your hip flexors are stretching. Now take the front leg to the back and knees down. Stick your bum out, arch your chest, chest down, and now forehead down. 3 breaths here. And now we do the wave. Under the toes, you use your hands to sort of take your hips forward and do the wave. A wave motion until your chin reaches the floor, and then up to your cobra. Remember, your cobra can be a little cobra, or if you're gonna deepen your cobra, remember to keep your hips grounded and keep pushing your chest forward using your hands, squeezing your elbows together, strengthening your back, legs together, glutes are active. Exhale, chin down to the floor, slide back, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. And now step with your left leg in between your hands. Let the right leg go down. And notice if maybe now it feels a little bit more comfortable. Noticing your hip flexors stretching, your feet grounded, your hands. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the back foot next to the front foot. Exhale there. And inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart, to the next to your body. Now, inhale up. Exhale, all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And we're gonna hold this halfway lift. Stay here. Some of you maybe stay here with your knees bent, holding your shins, or maybe use fingertips. Choose the variation that works for you. With time, you will have your hands on the floor. So what to look in this posture is your belly button reaching your thighs. So that's the action. You're pushing down with your back, but you're opening your chest, opening your collarbones, looking up. 1 more breath here. Exhale, head to your chins, Inhale and step your right leg back. Knee down to the floor, and this time lift up. And work on really allowing the hip to sink down to the floor. It's all right if you're a little bit higher up. Just work on going forward and tuck your pelvis. So don't arch, keep the tuck, and that way go down. This way we protect our lower back, so we're continuously tucking. Now take your attention to your ribs and sort of grow as you inhale. And keep that lengthening. So when we're working on back bends, we want to sort of lengthen so then we can bend rather than just squeeze. We want to create a space in our vertebrae. Now hands down. Inhale, take your shoulders to your ears. And then exhale down, taking them back and down. See if you can sink a little bit more. Maybe you will reach the floor, maybe not. Find one spot to look at. Activate your legs and see how it feels if you're sort of pushing the mat apart. Do an active stretching. Hands to the front. And bring, as you exhale, the leg back to a downward facing dog. And now step the right leg in between your hands, drop the back knee, the left knee to the floor, and lift up to where we were before. Make sure you're tucking in your pelvis. So it's a conscious internal action, even if outside you cannot tell, but in the inside you're tucking.
And initially just feel the posture, see how your body is getting into it. Notice every single aspect. And now inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, shoulders down, fingertips reaching the floor. Keep reaching up with your chest as we did before. So you're sort of growing with your chest and down with your arms. So you're sort of beginning working on the bend. So chest is forward and up, while shoulders begin to go back. One more breath. Hands next to your front foot. Take the front foot back next to the back foot and exhale there. Now raise your right foot up to the ceiling, keeping your hips squared. It doesn't have to be all the way up, just be gentle. It's better to have control than to force yourself or go fast. And keep pushing through your arms. Bend that knee and open your hips. Keep pushing evenly through both your arms. And imagine that your foot can reach your left shoulder. Just imagining it. Doesn't have to reach, but if it reaches, okay. Now leg go up again to the ceiling. Square your hips. Bend that knee. Take that knee towards your chest. And go forward into a plank. And hold your knee in your chest. Maybe take your forehead to your knee. Or just hold here. And now inhale, taking the foot up one more time. And exhale, leg down. Now we do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Remember, you don't have to have the leg super high. You can go on your elbows so you feel tired from your shoulders. Continuously pushing evenly. Now open the hip and bend the leg. And imagine the foot is going to reach your right shoulder. Now inhale, taking the leg up to the ceiling one more time. Maybe go deeper. And as you exhale, bend that knee, take it to your chest, and then go forward into a plank and hold. If you feel tired, you can let your foot drop to the floor. If you're really comfortable, maybe take your chin, your forehead to your knee. Now inhale and go back to a three-legged dog with your leg up the ceiling. Now take that foot back next to the foot that is on the floor. Take one breath in downward facing dog. And push to a plank, knees down, stick your bum out, arch your back, and down. Forehead to the ground, and hold. Pushing your shoulders away from your ears, elbows parallel to your body. Undo your toes and use the wave-like motion to undo yourself to the floor. And then inhale to the cobra. Glutes active, legs pressing together and against the floor. Inhale up. Keep your elbows bent and reach. Use your floor like dragging yourself so that your chest can go further forward. So that if you want to deepen, you're deepen because your chest is creating space. Exhale down. Slide back. And this time we're gonna stay in a balasana or child pose. Take your thumbs and your index fingers together and feel the touch of your toes and your fingertips. Now, raise up to a downward facing dog. And from a downward facing dog, take your left foot in a 45-degree angle and step your right foot to the front. Inhale, lifting up to a warrior one. Remember, you may be down here. Yeah, make sure you are not bending your elbows. So you're gonna stop right when your elbows begin to bend. If they don't bend, then go all the way up. But make sure you're reaching up so you're not collapsing down. It's not a resting posture. We're actually lifting our chest forward and up continuously. Your back glute is active, leg is pressing down the floor and away from each other. Now we're gonna do a tricky movement. So if your hands are up, this time take them in front. Look at your thumbs. Traditionally, we do the movement with the hands up, but the simple version is hands in the front. Begin to twist, looking at your thumbs. Pivot the front foot inward so you can continue to rotate all the way as you take yourself to do the posture in the other side. And then take your thumbs up or the same distant height you had them before. Keep lengthening up. Now push your front leg to open to warrior two. Make sure you give priority to your knee to be over your heel. Check your arms so they're sort of aligned with your shoulders, shoulders down, chest completely to the side. Look at your fingertips. Maybe bend your leg more. Now push and pivot your feet to the other side. So we do the warrior two on the other side. That way. So we were here, you pivot your feet and do the other side. Now frame your front foot, face the mat, take that front foot to the back, knees down, arch your butt, and down to the floor. 3 breaths. And do your toes, wave-like motion, wave, and then cover. If you want to deepen, you can deepen, but make sure your legs are not getting open and you're pushing your pelvis down the floor and your chest forward and elbows in. Exhale here. Slide like a snake. Downward facing dog. And now take your left foot in a 45-degree angle. Step your right foot at the front. Inhale, standing up. We're prepared for a twist. Inhale, reach your left hand up. Reach forward. And very slowly try to reach or land in external side of your foot. Right hand on the waist. Now you may have a bend in your knee if you need to. Work for the balance. If you're very stable, then begin to work to have your legs straighten. If your leg is straightened, then take your attention to your upper body and begin to open your chest, leading with the shoulder and pushing through the hand. Remember, you can stop at every moment you feel is enough for you. If your shoulder is really open, meaning your chest is sideways, then you can open your arm. Now look down, take the hand to the waist, push to the foot, inhale, going up, pivot your feet the other way, and we are going to do the other side. Inhale, reaching up, so your hips are fully squared to the front, they are not sideways, fully squared. Inhale, reaching forward, and the same, maybe you will actually just stay up, trying to work a little bit on the twist, or you may go all the way down to the ground. You can have a bend on your knee and find your balance here. And with practice over the years, you will work to straighten your leg. Push to the hand that is on the floor. Open your chest. If your chest is open, then take your arm up. Push through your legs, so your legs are your foundation. Look to your thumb. Remember, you don't need to open the hand up. You can have your hand on your hip. You can even be looking down to your floor. One more breath. Exhale, looking down to the floor and pushing as you inhale to a standing posture. We're gonna keep our legs open. Take your toes inward. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, going forward, taking your hands to the floor. We're gonna do a wave-like motion as well here. So stick your pelvis up, so we sort of round. And we do a wave-like motion. And look up, and then exhale. And wherever you land, just relax your torso. Maybe you're just around here, it's all good. Relax, do the best to relax your upper torso while you keep your legs strong. And if you're really flexible and you're on the floor, then you can sort of walk your hands through your legs so you have a deeper stretch proper to your own level. So don't force yourself to be as deep as everyone else or someone else is. Just do what your body can do. Acknowledge, accept, embrace. And use your breath. Keeping your hands on the floor. Inhale, arching, looking up with your arms straight. Exhale, chin in and hands to the waist. Inhale, pushing up. Open your arms, interlace your fingers at the back. Take your shoulders inward, chest up. So it's a little bit tricky, we tend to do that. We want to do this and open up. So keep your shoulders inwards. Exhale as you go down, and allow your shoulders, your hands to go wherever they go. Yeah, maybe they will go to the floor, maybe they don't, and that's totally okay. Just do your best to relax your shoulders. Do not resist, do not tense. Bring all your awareness to notice how relaxed you can be there, so that you are only using the muscles you need to hold the posture, your legs, basically. You're resting, everything else is resting. And use the breath. Now inhale all the way up, keeping your hands interlocked as you come up. Exhale, chin in. Now open your arms. Exhale, grab your toes. Inhale, looking up, arch, push that belly button down and shoulders open. Exhale, and the same thing. Try to relax there. Elbows are opening to the sides. If you're very flexible and your head can go through, then go through. Otherwise, do your best to relax your upper body while your legs are strong and firm. And focus on the sound of your breath as well. Notice if your breath is getting shallow and see if you can maybe go less deep or lengthen your breath. Inhale, keeping your arms straight, looking up for a halfway lift, looking to the front, arching up, pushing your belly button down. Exhale, chin in, pushing up as you inhale to standing and to the front of the mat. Now we're gonna do a little balance. So take your knee and grab it with your left knee and grab it with your right hand. Now here, you may try to grab your toe. If grabbing your toe is very difficult, then just keep holding your knee or your shin, or maybe you will be here. Well, good if you are in this stage, you can stay in your tree posture, you can stay in your other tree posture. If you're really balanced in your tree, then try this one. Or give it a go. You can have a wall to put your hand there. Otherwise, keep your hand on your waist and grab your toe. And do your best to be very straight where you grab your toe. The progression is straightening your leg. You can stay or try to attempt. It can be bent. Just heading in that direction. It doesn't have to go all the way to straight. One day it will go. Push the right shoulder down so that you're completely squared and aligned. Look at one spot. Wherever you are, release the toe, keep the leg up. Point your foot. And exhale slowly down. Now the other side. Repeat what you did if you were finding your balance. Exactly the same you did. Maybe you did the tree posture, or maybe you were holding to the door, to a wall, with holding your knee. Otherwise, go and grab your toe, hand to the waist. Find your balance. Make sure you're straight, your chest is up. Straighten your toe, your leg. Remember, it can be bent. You don't have to force yourself to have your legs straight. Find your own variation. Release the toe. Point. Keep that leg as straight as you can, pointing that foot. And slowly down. Let's squat. Now if your squat is high, keep working on relaxing until one day you will be all the way down. So the more you relax, the faster you will go down. If you feel tired in your squat, you can straighten your legs so you relax your thighs. Otherwise, stay down. Hands to the floor. Lift your hips halfway so they're 90-degree angle, and raise your arms parallel to the ground. And hold for 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Push to a forward bend. Relax your torso here. Now bend and find your way to a seated posture. Sitting on the floor.
Take your legs to the front. Whew, went late. Inhale and reach forward.
To a forward bend. 10 breaths here, conscious breaths. Continuously using your inhalation to expand and lengthen, and using your exhalation to relax down to the floor. Taking your breath to whatever you are feeling something in your body. Inhale, looking up, chin in. And now we're gonna do just one little Navasana. So here, bend your knees, and you will choose your level. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Hold for 5 breaths. Chest up, lifting, legs, hands are active, like really reaching away from your torso. Legs are pressing together, regardless of what variation you have. And the next inhalation, we're gonna try to go lower down to the floor. So if you're here, just run a little bit, yeah? If you're here, try to go a little bit lower. If you're here, then you try to go all the way down. If you're here, push your shoulders towards your hips and get your ribs in. Back to what you were before, your variation, whatever your variation was, and hold for 3 more breaths. One more breath, and then down to your variation. Remember, you can be here or here, you know? In fact, you can stay where you were before, all good. Pushing your shoulders toward your hips. And up. Take your feet to the ground. Inhale, reaching up with your hands, and slowly go down to the floor. Rolling very gently and very slowly. Maybe holding before you go down all the way, until you go down all the way. Hands over your head, arch as you inhale, like different opposite movement as we were before in crunching. And exhale, relax your back, hands next to your feet. And then inhale, pushing up to a bridge. Really relax here, feel a release, pushing hips up. Go down as you exhale, rolling, 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 rolling nicely. And then up. Interlace your hands under your back. And then exhale down. And now take your knees towards your chest. Straighten the left leg, grab hold of your right knee and twist to the left. Five breaths. Keep your eyes closed. Back to the center. Swap legs. So now the right leg is straight and the left leg will go to the floor as you twist. Back to the center. Squeeze your legs towards your armpits, your knees towards your armpits. Maybe grab your feet for happy baby posture. Rock to side to side. And gently release, straightening your legs for Shavasana. The final rest, dropping your feet to the sides, palms facing up, fully letting go of all the effort of the practice, letting go of what you did or you couldn't do or you tried. Remember, you try your best and your body tried to follow, and that's all that matters. We're planting seeds. One day we will harvest. With each exhalation, you are more relaxed and more heavy to the ground. And with each inhalation, you expand, you grow. With each inhalation, new energy, prana, comes in and cleanses you, purifies you. And as you exhale, or negativity or thoughts go out of your body. And as you're very relaxed, imagine how will it be to be 2 times relaxed, 2 times more relaxed than you are now. And feel your body, just feel what is it that inhabits your body. And take your attention to your heart center and think of one thing that makes you feel gratitude, deep gratitude. It can be something simple like the singing of a bird or a hot shower. And just feel that appreciation. And when you have the feeling, let go of the thought and let the feeling expand through all your body. And now very gently begin to move your fingertips and toes. Remember, if you're at home, you can stay a lot longer, maybe 10 minutes or even 15 minutes, or whenever your body says, okay, that's enough. If, however, you feel ready, then wake up your body very gently, then take your limbs close together, then bend your left knee, take your left hand to your right shoulder, rock to the right side, and take a few breaths here. And then find your way to a seated posture, keeping your eyes closed. And really feel
take a note of how you feel now. You feel more relaxed or at ease, whatever it is. Maybe notice your breath. And taking your hands to your heart center. We're gonna say one long Om. Exhale your breath. Inhale to your belly. Hands to your knees, palm facing up. Gently looking to the floor, opening your eyes, and try to keep the sensation of the relaxation as you go by your day with your eyes open. So you keep the peace throughout the week and the weekend. Thank you for joining the class. See you next Thursday. Have a great day.